My name's Andrew.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Zach.
And we are Radcliff Climbing Solutions with
Solutions.
organic climbing chalk.
Yes.
Zach, tell me about chalk in rock climbing.
Well, Anthony, rock climbers use chalk because when you climb, it's often hot. Hands get a little clammy, causing you to slip off the rock. That chalk keeps your hands dry, keeps you bound to that rock.
Gotcha.
Well, do you know what are some current problems that climbers have with chalk?
So here's the problem with chalk right now. 80% of the chalk we have here in the United States is actually manufactured in China, and the Chinese manufacturing process is not environmentally sustainable at all. And we have also found that in a lot of cases, the chalk that is left on rock faces actually increases the deterioration of the rock.
Alrighty. So now we're looking at our MVP. This is basically the branding that we've come up with. You'll notice the blocks of chalk are in paper wrapped in the block of chalk. Really simple, really easy, very environmentally friendly. A lot of other climbing chalk businesses use a whole bunch of plastic to use their chalk, and it's just not very environmentally friendly.
So our target market is actually going to be a lot of different types of athletes. You'll notice chalk is used often in weightlifting and gymnastics and a lot of other sports. We are obviously going to be specifically targeting our beachhead market of rock climbers. And the reason we chose that is because the rock climbing community is particularly interested in environmentally sustainable practices.
And this is our persona. Her name is Emily M. Brubel. She is 22 years old, middle child, studies exercise physiology. She is a floor staff at the Chico Rec Climbing Gym, and she does rock climbing, rafting, and backpacking. She is our beachhead market, essentially. Why? She's young, she rock climbs, she cares about the environment, and making a difference by any means she can.
So a couple things we found in our interviews with some potential clients in the future is you're about to find out here in a few minutes from Andrew that, believe it or not, chalk is not actually the greatest solution to solving friction problems. That being said, one of the biggest things we found out while interviewing these people is that they will not climb without chalk, and that pretty much all comes down to chalking up, being a part of the tradition of climbing. And this kind of gives climbers a boost of confidence and makes them feel a little bit better about their skill set and gets them ready to head up the cliff there.
We did also find that, as we suspected, the climbing community did care a lot about having sustainable chalk, and they were shocked to find out how unsustainable a lot of the chalk that they already use is, and they're very interested and willing to pay more money if necessary to have a more environmentally friendly product.
All right, let's switch over here. So now we look at underserved needs. We'll notice that Radcliff Climbing is kind of in the center of the opportunity and the competitive side. It is kind of a competitive market. However, Radcliff Climbing sees the tremendous opportunity that an organic chalk comes with, which is just that anyone who climbs and cares about the environment will obviously lean towards a green, eco-friendly chalk, which is really worth going after. All right, now we look at our value proposition here. Our two main competitors are Friction Labs and Black Diamond. Under our must-haves, we have number one, different styles of chalk. Number two, unique packaging. And number three, eco-friendliness. So Friction Labs, yes, different styles of chalk. Yes, unique packaging. No, eco-friendly. Black Diamond, yes, different styles of chalk. No, unique packaging. And of course, no eco-friendliness. Now, our clean chalk, no. At the moment, we do not have many different styles of chalk, but that is something we will do in the future for you. Yes, we will have unique packaging, and of course, yes, we are striving to be eco-friendly. Now we have our performance benefits, dry hands and friction. This is basically what chalk offers as like what it does for the consumer. Everyone's kind of clocking in at a medium here, and that's because the most kind of friction you can get, as studies have shown, are just with completely dry hands and dry and clean hands. So chalk is actually not as frictiony as dry and clean hands. However, everyone sweats through their hands. Everyone has sweaty hands when they're climbing. So chalk is really important, and a lot of people won't climb without it. Now, of course, our delighting factors, our delighters. So, number 1, smells good. Number 2, eco-friendly. Friction Labs and Black Diamond has neither of these things. However, clean chalk, that's what we're aiming to do. An eco-friendly chalk as well as a lovely smelling chalk. And finally, our customer benefit ladder. So when I was interviewing a lot of these potential customers, and I asked them, why would you use chalk? They said, to help you climb. It's a tradition to chalk up before a climb, obviously, and it helps on the harder the climb is. So that's nice. And then I asked, well, why? And it gives people confidence, which is right there. It gives people more confidence to kind of go about a harder climb that they maybe don't think they can do, as well as it just motivates them. And I was like, well, why does it motivate you? And it motivates them because they want to be accepted by the climbing community. They want to be able to climb with better climbers, and they want to be able to become stronger climbers. So this is our customer benefit ladder. And
that's the mountain.
This is our presentation.
Radcliff Climbing Solutions.
Clean chalk.